thanks for joining me to color. Today we will be coloring this adorable Whimsy Stamps image called Sweetly Susie. Isn't she cute? I'll put a link down in the description box of the card kit and all the supplies I used. I would love for you to come shopping with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I have stamped my image on Neenah 80-pound Solar White cardstock with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let's color. So let's start out by outlining our image with C00. And we're not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to go all the way around the outside of my image with my marker. I like to do it first, so in case I get some on my image, I can erase it. And I don't have to worry about grabbing any of the color off of my image and dragging it into my background. Go all the way around. And make sure when you get up here that you go inside of the little bows for her hair. Same for this side. And back around to the bottom. Next, let's do our skin. For that, we're going to use E11, 21, 00, 000, and E93. Let's go in here a little closer to her arm. So we're going to start with E11. And for her arm, we are going to do a little dab right next to her sleeve of her dress. And then along the bottom. Same for this side. And then I'm going to add E21. And I touch down on top of my E11 and flick up away from that. And then we'll fill it in with our E00. I think I'll give it a second coat, so let's go with E11 again. And then E21. And then E00. And we'll go up here and we'll do her face. So again, we're going to grab E11. And I'm going to do her neck first. And then let's do right along her jawline, and her ear. And then I'm going to go right next to her hair here. Kind of bump up into that part. And back down to her eye. And then I'm going to give her a little bit of a nose spot. So I like to go by her eyebrow here and kind of curve it around and come back to the little point of her nose. Then we're going to add E21. Fill in her neck. And then let's brush a little bit on this side of that spot. Then we'll add E00. E triple zero. And we'll add some cheek color with E93. And I'm going to use this on her mouth too, so let's go ahead and do her tongue and her lip. Then we're going to go with E21. E00. E000. And I think I'll add a little bit more cheek color, so let's go with E93 again. And let's see, E00. And E000. And then I forgot to do the underside of her mouth, so let's do E21 for inside. For her hair, we're going to use E39, 35, 34, and 31. I'm going to start with E35. And let's do a little dab on each one of these little braids. So I kind of do a little V at the bottom. And then I want to do a little dab coming away from the top of her ponytail or her braid. And then we got to do a little bit coming away from this part. And then we're going to do the same thing to this braid. So do a little bit over there, and then I'm going to give it a little V at the bottom, like this. Then we want to do a little bit away from the braid. And let's go away from her part. And I better do a little bit coming up away from her ear here. And she's got a couple little curly cues, so I'm going to color those. Then we're going to add E34. Then let's add E31. And for that, I'm just going to fill it in. You could also leave some white streaks, but I'm going to just fill it the rest of the way in. Kind of squish all those colors together. Then I'm going to use my darkest color, which was E39. I better put a little bit over here in her part. I'm going to add a little bit more of my E35. And I'm going to do a little bit on this side over here. Let's pop down here and do this kitty. For that, we're going to use W3100 and E93 for the cheeks. And I'm going to start with my W3. Then we'll do W1. Then I'm going to do her cheeks with E93. And then I'm going to go over all that with W00. So I'm going to swipe clear over the entire cat. Let's do the spoons and the cup next. For that, we're going to use E34 and 31. I'm going to start with my E34. And for the spoons, I'm going to go right along the outside edge. And then this little C in the middle. And then for my cup, we're going to go down the outside. I'm going to brush away from this line. And we better do the handle. Then we're going to add E31. I'm going to fill the spoons all the way in. I'm going to do a couple of coats on the cup, so I'm not going to go all the way across. So I'm going to come back with my E34. And let's add a little bit dark back on our spoon. And then for this cup up here, brush a little bit further out. And then I'm going to fill it in with my E31. Let's do those hair bows next. For that, we're going to use BG 32, 11, and 10. I'm going to start with my BG 32. Let's do those hair bows next. For that, we'll use BG 32, 11, and 10. I'm going to start with BG 32. And we're not going to do anything fancy. I'm just going to color in these small ones down here. And for these top ones, let's just give them a little bit of color here along the bottom. And then we'll add BG 11. And then BG 10. And we'll hop down here and we'll do her dress. So for dress, we're going to use N2, BG 32, 11, and 10. So let's start on this pocket right here with our N2. And then for the dress, let's do the sleeves up here first. And I didn't worry about those flowers. I colored right over the top of those. And I think I'll do down here. Then I'm going to add BG 32. And I'm going to go right over the top of my N2 and go just a little bit past. And I'm going to color this section underneath it for arm in. I'm going to add BG 11. And then I'm going to fill it in with my BG tin. And we'll go down here and we'll do her skirt. So again, we're going to go with N2. And let's go right down the seam. And then I'm going to bring it along the bottom of her dress. And then I'm going to go next to her apron. And let's come down here, and I'm going to bring this one down along the bottom of her dress. And I think I'll bring this one out just a little bit. Then we're going to add in, BG32. And we want to go right over the top of N2. And let's bring this and then I'm going to add BG11. And I'm going to give her skirt 2 coats, so I'm not worried if it doesn't blend the first time through. We're just going to soften this color up. Then we'll add BG10. We're going to come back with our second coat of BG32. And I think I'll turn my girl just a little bit here. And I want to flick away from this line, so I'm going to come this way. I should have put this line right here on this side of the dress there. I messed up, but we're going to leave it that way. I've got BG11. It's too late now. Brush this. And then we'll go over all of that with our BG10. Okay, I'm not liking this stripe right here, so I'm going to add into, because I should have put it over here on this side. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe I'll make this side just a little bit whiter. And then we'll add BG32. And BG11. And then BG10. Let's do her apron next. For that, we're going to use E33, Y18, Y06, and Y11. We're going to start with E33. Let's do a little dab of that right along here. And let's see, we better do a little dab right here where it's coming out from her arm. And then for this bow, let's see. And let's go underneath of the strap, her arm. Let's see, let's go down this side, maybe curve it around right here. See if we can get the right side of the wrinkle this time. Then we're going to add Y18. Then we'll add Y06. And I'm going to fill in this up here at the top. And then we will fill it in with our Y11 on the dress up here for her collar, her apron, and then a sleeve. And then we want to do this little ruffle and this flower. Actually, I made her make that flower a little bit darker. So let's do Y18 for that. And let's go up here and do the inside of this pot. So let's do our Y18 up here. And then maybe a little bit of our Y06 over the top of that. For the leaves over here on the cup, we're going to do G24. Do this little stem, and there's a couple little leaves. Nothing too fancy. And then for the apple and the cat's bow, we're going to use R29 and 24. We'll start with R29. And then for the little kitty's bow down here, let's give that a little bit. And then we'll fill it in with our R24. And our apple. So that leaves us with the ground. For that, we're going to use W1 and 00. I'm going to start with W1. And let's go up a little bit past the cat. So how about right here? Go around the kitty here. And let's go over here past the dress. And then I'm going to soften that with my W00. And then I will do my W1 a second time. Just keeping a little bit closer here. So there is our adorable Sweetly Susie all colored up. Didn't she turn out great? Don't forget, I'll put a list of the supplies I used down in the description box if you would like to head over and grab some at the store. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to see more pictures, head over to the store blog and I will post those over there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my video. I would love that. And if you'd like to see me put the card together, the card kit together, I will put a link at the top of the screen to head over and view that. Otherwise, I hope you had fun coloring today, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.